Today is Tuesday, June 5th.
Word.
This is episode 46 of NoobTube, a weekly independent podcast where we get drunk and rip the arms off our enemies and beat them to death with them.
Wine fatality! Finish it!
Oh. I'm Yuzo Watanabe, and I'm an alcoholic.
Word. Alright, I'm Tobin Kazar, and I'm drunk. This week we're talking about Crush on the PSP, Mario Party 8, and Mortal Kombat Armageddon on the Wii, and Tank Beat on the DS.
Hell yeah, and aren't you forgetting something?
Nothing good.
Dude, I played Etrian Odyssey finally.
So we'll be talking about Etrian Odyssey while I scream about how much it sucks donkey balls.
New releases include, what else we got? Call of Juarez on the 360, Planet Puzzle League looking good on the DS, and Puzzlescape on the PSP.
And Puzzle Pornography on the GameCube, and Pizzle Puzzles on the Game Boy, and Puzzle D's Nuts on the Dreamcast. What's up with all the puzzle games, dude?
Dude, screw you, man. My love for puzzle games is fierce.
Oh, you said dude.
Oh,
sad.
As always, we will finish up with our community section, but let us get started with, hold on real quick. Let's get started with filling our wine glasses.
Dude, we're about to kill that bad boy.
Oh, it's still got some left in it. All right, as always, we'll get started, but let's get started with our featured game, Mortal Kombat on the Wii by Midway.
Mortal Kombat!
Ooh. Get over here!
Get over here!
Oh, wow, squeaky squeak. All right, man. Mortal Kombat. This is like, what, the 20th game in the franchise? At least?
At least. So, yeah.
Wow.
They
what was the last
ported
one?
to Wii.
What was it, like Destruction?
Yeah.
Devastation, Mortal Kombat,
Mortal Kombat.
Anarchy?
Yeah. Ambiguity.
Mortal Kombat Ennui.
Mortal Kombat Traffic Jam.
Yeah, that's right. Mortal Kombat
Road Rage.
No, you can't give that up too soon. But we have Mortal Kombat on Midway. It is it's a new game on the Wii. I think it's probably the first Mortal Kombat game on a Nintendo platform in a while. I mean, they had one on the GameCube, I think.
Did they?
I don't remember.
I never played one.
And
on
I've
the
never
game.
seen one on the DS, but there could be one. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's Mortal Kombat. I mean, it's the standard stuff that you know. They did make it 3D, so it's not a 2D game. So everybody should know about that. They have a couple of other game modes, which we'll talk about later.
But it's all motion-based, so all the combat is motion-based.
And it's kind of weird because you're, the control scheme is using the nunchuck and the thing, but what I didn't like about it is the fact that it's using the little crosshair as your punch and kicks.
Yeah.
Because you're pointing it this way.
Right, you're trying to do, because they'll be like, yeah, do the ice slide, you go like this, like all of your punches and kicks, you're just kind of moving your thumb around.
Did it take you? It took me a while to figure out. Like, I was going through the tutorial for the special moves.
Yeah.
And like I was like swinging and nothing was happening.
I did that. I
was like, what the frack? And then I redid the thing, and it says, oh, yeah, you have to hold down the B button
yes.
to do that. I'm like,
yeah. Well, that's the thing, is I went through the tutorial, so they had, but they had a little picture of, like, the remote with, like...
I don't read no frickin'
tutorial, fuck you!
Who needs frickin' manuals?
That's true.
But I think so one of the things that I thought was kind of lame is the control scheme is very similar to other games, where it's very gross movements. The movements aren't minute. You kind of have to go like to do one of the Scorpion's come over here move.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking when I was playing this, I was like, this might be kind of cool if you and I were playing together because
maybe
you're both sitting there fucking flailing around like retards. Like that'd be kind of cool.
Maybe if you're drunk and then you kind of like give me a black eye.
Yeah, just like just throw the controllers down, just start wailing on each other.
Yes,
we don't need a game.
Why not? Mortal Kombat craziness in real. But I mean, did you think it worked? I mean, as far as everything goes for the Wii, did it work with the motion controllers?
It didn't work all that much for me, but I have to qualify that with saying I've kind of not really enjoyed fighting games as much lately.
Yeah, okay, so you're not really big into fighting. But you
like
leg stabby.
I do like leg stabby, so that's Mortal Kombat Armageddon?
No, this one's
Armageddon. I don't know. Mortal Kombat adjective.
Yes.
So, but yeah, one of them, but I mean, the only reason I liked that was the single game mechanic of being able to leave your weapons in people.
Yeah.
So it was just, it was just kind of silly, where it's just like you had a bunch of friends around.
And I guess you have to be really drunk to enjoy that.
It helps,
too, right?
It helps.
Okay, so was there leg stabby in this game?
No, I looked. I tried to find leg stabby in this game. I couldn't find it. But for what it was, I was playing it for a while. I was enjoying it, but I didn't play it all that much. I returned it to Blockbuster pretty quickly.
Same here. The thing, what I kind of wanted, I liked a little bit about it was the quest mode.
Yeah.
So what was it called? Mortal something? Combat Quest or something like that. But you're not in the whole standard 3D arena. You're kind of like walking almost like it's a 3D platformer.
Right.
So you're going around and you're doing all your moves and you're doing all that, but you can't do all of the range of moves, and you're also not any of the main characters that you play in the game.
Yeah.
But it felt a little cheap because everywhere you go, you pick up an item. It's like you pick up an item, it's just like Scorpion's, dart.
Yeah.
You pick up like Melina's shoes. I mean, like, I'm not sure why you have all this stuff.
Dude, speaking of gimmicky.
Oh, no!
So there's a game in here called Motor Combat.
Oh,
Motor Combat! It's the shittiest racing game I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's a kart racer. It's a Mortal Kombat themed kart racer with sort of like a big head versions of all of the things.
Oh man. But it was just like there was nothing to it. There was absolutely nothing to it. There's like little speed ups on the ground, and then there's like you can pick up like a question mark with like one weapon where you can.
I never got any other weapon except the one that throws a green blob in front of you, and it never hit anybody.
You know what I mean? I couldn't believe it. Motor Combat. It is the worst racing game I've ever seen.
We were just talking about it before. It's like we think there's a couple of interns at Midway. They're like, "Hey, you guys need to make a racing game, and we'll stick it."
They just threw it in. They're just like, "Well, what the fuck?" Like,
it is so bad.
It's like a fan mailed in, like, "Check it out, guys! I made a game, racing game."
Yeah, with
like,
kart racing creator.
Yeah, download a Flash. Oh god, and just like,
so
and
bad.
I can just see the guys like. Throw it in.
Our game sucks anyways.
Yeah.
God,
if it was on 360, they'd have it like extra payable, downloadable content. They're
I
like,
know.
Pay 400 Microsoft points for Motor Combat.
And people would actually buy it.
Oh, totally.
I mean, is there still a fan base for these games? That's what I'm wondering. I mean, do these games still sell?
I don't know. I
I
mean,
never hear-
they don't make any more Street Fighter games. Like, it seems like the only ones they keep.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen one in a long time.
No, they just keep making Mortal Kombat games, but.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
There must be people that love them.
I never talk to anybody that is excited, like, "Oh yeah, man, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna." I never hear it.
I mean, if you go to the arcades, though, people aren't playing fighters anymore. Like, there's very,
if you go
very.
to Japan, people
I'm saying
are still
here.
playing. Yeah. Here, it's still a niche. I mean, you still see people playing the racing games, and
Racing
some
games.
fighting games.
Racing
if you
games.
Go to especially with like a high concentration of Asians.
Yeah.
So you see, like, they're all still kind of into that.
I'm just saying, like, if you go to arcades, you'll see racing games and you'll see shooter games, and then like a lot of casual games, but not so much the fighting.
Fighters.
So anyway, I didn't really like it that much.
Neither did I. I mean, I thought it was entertaining. I thought it could have been a lot worse than it was.
Yeah.
But it was mildly amusing for a couple of hours.
Yeah, the gimmicks were cute, but I thought that the controls were a little shitty.
Yeah, it's too bad. I really want a good fighting game on the Wii. I want a good lightsaber or sword combat.
Lightsaber, yeah, pretty sweet.
Red Steel sure didn't freaking pull it off.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's what I want to see.
The gun part of Red Steel I liked. The sword fighting was just retarded.
So let's hope LucasArts can figure it out. But
Yeah.
that is that. Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Thumbs down.
We would like to give it a fatality if we could.
Yeah. What's this? Tank Beat.
Tank Beat is you play. Oh, we both played this, right?
Yeah.
On the DS. How'd you like it? Or what is
Tank
it?
Beat. Every time I hear it, it's just like it seems like a teenage magazine with like tanks on the front, like yee, Tank Beat
With Kirk Cameron, right?
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Well, when I think Tank Beat, I think of like a military rhythm game.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Grenade. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds a little interesting. But what is it?
So it is a top-down tank game. So you hold the DS in your hand, and you're controlling your tank by there's like a map with your tank on it, and you
Kind of top-down map.
Top-down map, and you draw a line where your tank is, and it goes there. But on the top screen is your view,
Kind of
out
a
of the tank.
third person to view on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting.
It's kind of cute,
I've never seen it
because
before.
I mean, it's basically that, and then wherever you hold down the attack button and then tap.
Yeah. Well, which is one of the triggers.
With one of the triggers,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you tap, and then it shoots there.
Yeah, so it was kind of weird. So there's like a sort of element of like battleship-y almost, because you can kind of see where they are, but you have to either lead them if they're moving, you have to do this, but you use your tank.
It's like Combat from Atari.
Yeah, 3D combat.
Yeah.
You're right, actually. I kind of like the mechanic of drawing the line, because you're not in full control of your tank. You can't use the whatchamacallit, the cross pads. Because
Right.
the cross pads move where you're looking on
Exactly.
the map to draw, which is interesting.
And the one thing that did throw me off was that I really wanted to use the cross pad to look. And I had you have to basically there's a radar V in front of you, and you have to drag the radar around
Yes,
to look.
yes,
and that was really hard for me to wrap my head around.
Yeah, it took me a little while to get into it, but at some point, what I would do is I would draw a line all the way across the screen.
Yeah.
And then I would just like say, okay, like like whoop whoop Like, I was
You
like,
made yourself a radar.
I was like one of this characters in Metal Gear Solid, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
a little exclamation point pops over my
Brim?
head. What's in that cardboard
What's
box?
over there? What is that?
Yeah, that'd be nice, but
Must be nothing. Beep, beep, beep.
oh god. But yeah, I mean, I think it was really novel, and I think they pulled it off well.
Yep. But it got old.
It got old real fast.
Really fast.
And I don't know why. The story was, kind of lame, but
Story was stupid.
What it is? I mean, I played like maybe 8 or 9 missions, but nothing changed.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Is it was hard to figure out where the strategy got any tougher because I played through the missions, and it would just be kind of like defend a truck, get to this endpoint, do whatever.
Make sure they don't go here. I do notice that you start getting more tanks.
Yeah.
And some of the tanks had 2 different weapons.
Yeah.
So one would be the super fast shot, one would be the big heavy shot,
Right,
which would be
right.
slower, that kind of stuff. So there was a little bit of strategy there, but even so, your objectives would change from time to time, but they all be kind of, I don't know, mishmashes of everything else.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if you had to go here and then pick up something and then run away from guys because they kick your ass.
Yeah, I think it just needed a little bit more depth to it
Yeah.
because I was thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be going on a plane this Friday. What DS games am I going to take with me?
Probably not this
Not this one because it's like I'd sit there on the plane for about 20 minutes. I'm like, why'd I bring this game?
Later we should talk about what games you're going to actually bring.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
But that Tank Beat, the promise seemed there.
Yeah.
If they really figured out, because what I really liked about it was the fact that it used the DS interface to the benefit of the game.
Yeah.
As opposed to something like Star Fox or any of the other.
Oh God! Why do you do that?
I'm just saying.
Don't bring up Star Fox ever.
You're gonna crawl into a corner.
Ah, fucking Star Fox! What a piece of shit
But that's
game
what
was.
I mean. They used the interface stupidly.
Yeah.
These guys used it smart, but
Yeah.
they needed a better game around the mechanics.
A little bit
what
more
I mean?
depth somewhere.
Yeah, I mean it's a rental if you can rent DS games.
Yeah.
Somewhere, but
I just we just buy on eBay games. Like
Yeah.
that's how we roll.
exactly. So what do you think?
Thumbs down.
Thumbs
down.
It's too bad too.
Yeah. Maybe was there multiplayer?
Yes, there was multiplayer, but not
Okay.
Wi-Fi, only local. And I think that would be actually no. Yeah, I
We
think
should try that.
I think
'Cause that
Tank
could be kinda
Beat
cool.
Would be fun.
Okay.
Because you're playing against an AI at that point. You can talk shit and all that
Yeah.
shit.
Okay. Let's try that in person.
Yeah.
And then we'll report back and see if that makes it any better. Because without multiplayer, I'd say thumbs down. But maybe that'll be some. Maybe
Sure.
it's like 8-person. Maybe we could have like massive, crazy tank battles.
That would be cool.
That'd
if
actually be pretty
you ate
sweet.
other people that bought the game.
Just saying.
Yeah, we'll see.
In line.
But yeah, we always say we're going to come back to games.
Yeah.
So-
At PAX, so they might have some tank beat competitions
Oh,
where like
yeah,
everybody's
that's
fucking.
right.
That'd be kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, we should mention PAX as well.
Or-
Yeah. So let's get through the games though. What is the next game?
Speaking of games that people use interfaces well,
and
Crush.
on what console was that on?
Crush on the PSP.
Really?
The first PSP game I've ever played that I liked.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you play Loco Roco?
No.
Okay, I should show you some of the other ones. But Crush is a pretty fantastic puzzle
I
game.
borrowed Yuzo's PSP just to play this game. He's like, "You gotta try Crush." It was great.
Did you? Would this make you buy it?
No.
Okay, just
Fuck
checking.
no.
Is it a $250
Fuck
game?
no.
Or a $200 game? So Crush, let's go over it real quick. It is it's kind of weird because there's a bit of Psycho-Nazi
Ish.
yeah,
Psychonauts-ish.
The thing about the storyline where you are talking with a doctor and he's trying to get into your mind because you're all stressed out, and
Yeah.
the whole thing is you have to go through different levels of your mind, which are all geometric shapes, and you need to pick up what are the pearls? What were they?
The marbles.
Marbles, because you lost your marbles.
Yeah.
Right. And you go pick them up, and then it opens an exit at the end. You got to get to the exit.
Yeah.
But the game mechanic of all the things you do is so Super Paper Mario.
Yeah. So it really is. It does feel like someone combined Psychonauts and Super Paper Mario, which both are awesome games. So
Why not?
So the difference between this and Super Paper Mario is that Super Paper Mario you have a choice between 2D and 3D. That's it. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Right. So this one you've got 2D and 3D from any direction. So you
Yes,
can
so you have
squish
the
it from the
four
back, the
four
front.
cardinal, and then you have the top.
Yeah, so you can pop up and go to the top. And at first I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. It's a little gimmicky.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure how that's going to work. But there's so many clever ways to use this where you see you get stuck and you're like, motherfucker, I'm stuck on this platform. There's no way for me to get off. And then you swing the camera up and crush it down. You just
You
like
can jump right over.
walk right over to another platform. You're like, wow.
And I really like the stuff they added to it. They made certain things where like you have a little badge that shows a trophy.
Yeah.
So as long as you see the trophy and when you crush the level, if the trophy gets connected,
Yeah.
then a trophy appears on the level, and then you can go pick it up, and then you can go to trophy mode for every level.
Yeah.
And trophy mode is really hard.
So the cool thing,
Really hard.
So the cool thing about that is that you can just play for the marbles. You can just get the marbles and leave the level,
you're
or you
done.
can go for the super hard shit where you pick up
Yeah.
puzzle pieces or pick up trophies.
Puzzle pieces are for the art. I think you get to see game art,
Right.
Which I love. I mean, everybody should do that. I don't understand why game makers, when they do a lot of concept art, they just don't include it in the game. How hard is to scan stuff in and then
Yeah.
make it a bonus thing? So I was actually, like, oh, let me get that puzzle piece. I want to
Yeah.
see what next.
The art was really, really good. Like it, like we keep saying this, but it really reminded me of Psychonauts, which is a good thing. Is just really creepy.
Thematically.
The music was really fun. So it's just you're just kind of playing. You get very involved in the world. Like it from the very first second of it, it felt like a complete picture.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job on the theming and the storyline because you have the whole the dialogue was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay, but they definitely made a perfect package. And I mean, I can't really say enough good things about it. I mean, what else?
Yeah,
what else is there?
I didn't from I borrowed it from you yesterday, so I haven't gotten as far as you have. But from what I've played so far, I don't really have any complaints. The one thing that I would say is that you play through the you play through the tutorials and you're just like
It's kinda boring, yeah.
well it's boring, but it's clever, it's very fun. You're just like, okay, cool, I can figure this out, and then the game starts and it's just like bends you over. It's like
the PSP
it
did
gets
that.
hard so fast.
Yeah, I think the fourth level in, I must have spent like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Walking around.
It's not. They're not gentle. They're not just like walking you in. It's like the tutorial, and then it goes right into fucking hardcore rape your mom mode.
I wanted to go to GameFAQs, but I'm thinking like, how do you write a GameFAQs to solve the puzzle?
Yeah, exactly. They're
It's
like hit
turn
right
left.
3 times, try and turn 90 degrees.
Walk over here.
It's gonna be tough.
You can't really, So I kind of wish they added a hint mode.
Yeah.
Because it got to a point where I got really frustrated and I put it down.
Wow.
But I went back, and then after sleeping, and I went back and I'm like, oh, okay, and then
Yeah.
I figured it out. I felt really good about it. But
So you got
after
stuck again.
But I was like on the 6th level, and there's
Yeah.
like 20 or 30. I mean,
Wow.
it gets a little
Maybe
hard.
it's for people smarter than us.
Maybe. Or a lot of trial and error. I solved
Yeah.
a lot of puzzles with trial and error. The other thing that actually, one thing I can complain about is still the PSP nub.
Yeah, that thing
Because
sucks.
you use it to go around in the 3D environment, and it just, the sensitivity
Oh,
really
it's
sucks.
awful. It's so clunky.
It's too bad. But,
But that's a flaw of the platform itself. The game can't help it.
But I think they used all the other bits and pieces of the PSP really well. So,
Really nice.
I have to say, it's the thumbs up. It's a must-buy.
Big thumbs up. If you got a PSP, go get it.
Hell yeah. And don't get a PSP just for it, according to Urban.
No, this game is not worth that much. Although Ratchet and Clank's gonna be like a $660 game for me. So how much shit can I really talk?
A lot, apparently.
Yeah.
So what is
So,
next?
yeah, Crush is great. What else? Mario Party 8.
Yeah, Mario Party 8.
Just like every other goddamn Mario Party.
All other 7 Mario Parties, exactly the same.
Yeah.
A little bit prettier.
It's prettier.
No Wi-Fi.
So I would say, I mean, it's a great kids game. I think that if you got some kids over, like some 7-year-old, 8-year-old kids playing a game, they could all sit around and play it. I mean, the mini games are kind of cool.
Yeah,
They're not
kinda.
hard enough to really keep my attention.
It's really well polished.
Yeah, very well polished.
All the animations are great, but frankly, when I play a game, I was playing a game against the AI, and I played, and all I did was just watch them move and roll dice. I got to play one mini game because apparently you only play mini games when you land on a versus spot. There's probably some other ways too.
But at the end of every turn, you play a mini game. Did you not? Did you play a board game or did you play the single player versus game?
I played the board game because when I tried to play the single player versus game, it would only let me play the mini games I played from the board game.
No. There's this one mode that I was playing where it's just like it's like adventure mode or something where it's like you versus it's like challenge mode. But so like
Weird.
every time you
Okay.
land on a versus you play game, but at the end of every level they also kind of have like a little.
No, I didn't see that.
But anyway, yes. I mean, but
I played the board game.
even then, you still don't get to play enough games.
Well, that's my main complaint.
Yeah.
I played the board game for maybe 30 minutes. You have to get the stars after 20 coins and all that.
Yeah.
I played one mini game. All the other time was just like watching them boop, 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 walk over here,
Yeah.
choose to buy some candy, choose to use some candy.
Now
it's
that
no fun at all.
that is what kills me. Like we'll talk about this later because Tamagotchi Party On is a rip off of Mario Party.
Oh, okay.
And you think Mario Party's bad? Tamagotchi Party would make you realize how good Mario Party was. But you're right. I mean, like when you're sitting there playing, you're sitting there you're like, for one thing, there's all this luck in there, so the skill almost never comes into play because there's skill in the mini games and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, like everything else is just like random.
Yeah, you pick something,
So
and there's all these special candies that like say, okay, go right where he is.
Yeah.
Or make or like what is it? The triple dice.
3 roll dice. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was playing, I was like one spot away from the last star.
Yeah.
Because I rolled one less than I got there. The other guy, the computer was way on the other side of the map. He used the thing to get right next to me and then won.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What are you
it's
gonna
just
do?
it's just stupid. I mean,
just no
it's all luck based, which makes it so you can't get good at it, which makes it so we don't care about it.
Yeah, exactly. There's no skill. It's kind of fun if you have a
But
bunch of non-gamers.
it's aimed at
around.
kids. You know, like this is not really
Kids
for
and
us.
non-gamers.
Kids and non-gamers, because what it is it's basically like Candyland, Shoots and Ladders.
Yeah,
you
very
name those
similar.
games. You kids roll dice. They never get any better at it, but it's a way for kids to socialize.
Yeah.
And so I mean, if you got 4 kids around, they can sit there and learn to interact with other people, whatever. So
Sure.
if you got kids, maybe this is cool. For adults, for anyone over about 8 years old, I would say
for the
thumbs
core
down.
demographic of NoobTube listeners, you're probably not going to be.
You're probably not going to like it.
So,
let's
let's
real
avoid
quick. Let's just talk about Tamagotchi,
Yeah, why
just
not?
because it's
All right.
the same fucking game. So, Tamagotchi Party On is a ripoff of Mario Party, but much, much, much worse.
So like how worse? Like what did they do?
So I was playing this. I clocked it. There was one point when I went 4 minutes without playing the game.
Without like being able to affect the game.
Affect the game. So what happened is, like, I played and I landed on a question mark square where it said skip a turn. So, and it wasn't that turn. It was my next turn. So that was my turn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I'm just saying, like, so I had to sit there while 3 other people went through their turn, and like twice. and you actually, they have single player mini games.
Yeah.
You watch the computer play them.
What?
Yes. So if they land on a square that's a mini game, it goes beep boop boop, loading screen, player, computer plays the mini game, loading screen, back to the thing, and I'm just like, I cannot believe this is happening. It was like I could have gone and made a fucking sandwich. I could have gone and taken a dump.
You should have made a sandwich and taken a dump, and then you
Unbelievable.
enjoyed the game a lot more.
So then I loaded it up where I was playing all 4 people.
Okay.
So I said 4 people playing one controller.
Sure.
I still never got to play anything.
What do you mean?
Because you like land on a square, and then you land on a square where it's like, so you're playing for respect, and you're trying to become president. So 90% of the squares don't have games on them. It lands, and there's like, you helped a puppy out of a tree, plus 30 respect points, turnover.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't even get to like choose to use again. Wow.
Nothing.
Okay, that's
nothing.
pretty bad.
So you roll
Wow.
a dice, you land on something, something happens, you roll a dice. So your interaction for an entire thing is roll a dice.
But technically speaking, that's how a lot of board games
Yeah,
are.
it's fucking terrible.
For a video game.
For a video game, this is just, I mean, so this made Mario
Wow.
Party look good.
Wow.
So-
Well, there's a reason why I got like all like really
Oh my
terrible.
God.
service. And get this, you can't even. There's no virtual pet mode. What the hell is up with that?
Tamagotchis, the whole reason to have them is that you get to grow a little pet and feed it and starve it and watch while it dies and
Wriggles
laugh
around.
at its
you see a
tears.
little skeleton or little flies above it. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, if you got kids, play some Mario Party, but don't ever get Tamagotchi unless you hate your children.
And if you do hate your children, that's a good way to punish them.
It's a good one.
It's like, all right, man, you didn't clean your room, so you have to play Tamagotchi for 3 hours.
You got a D in English?
like,
Go play Tamagotchi! But I just want to go. Can I mow the lawn? No! Tamagotchi!
That'll teach you.
You're the reason your mom left me.
Oh, that'd be so mean.
Yeah.
Oh, but good. We
Yeah,
keep that in mind.
so
Well, I don't
fuck
keep
that
in
game right in its pooper.
All right, so we got the next game. I would love to fucking the pooper because it is so bad.
What'd you play, Yuzo? What game?
I did it. I took one for the team. All right, man. I took one for the freaking team.
What game is that? What game did you play?
Brooktown High.
Yuzo's a girl.
I played one of the first dating games. That's the thing. It's like
Oh, I'm sorry.
momentous.
No, I'm sorry. I'll take it back. You're a Japanese girl.
Thank you. But it's momentous. I mean, it's like one of the first Western dating simulator.
Yeah.
You know, apparently they're really popular in Japan, so they wanted to bring it over, see what happens.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's basically a translated Japanese dating simulator, but with different graphics.
Wow.
Because that's
so if
the
you don't
thing.
like dating simulators, you're not going to like it. I mean, it's just it's basically a bunch of dialogue trees and then you giving gifts to
and
people,
it's
right?
so terrible because I don't understand how the game mechanic is fun, but all you do is basically choose between 3 to 4 responses to anything they say.
Yeah.
And the whole point of the thing is to do it over and over and over and over again
Until you find the right path.
until you find the right path so you can kiss them.
Motherfucker.
You don't even get boob shots in this thing. I mean, it's kissing is the end.
Wow.
You want to know what?
What?
There's mini games.
Yeah?
There's a kissing mini game.
Oh no!
And it is
What
bad.
do you
Okay,
do?
Get this, all right? Here's this, right?
That's creepy.
Okay, there's a kissing mini game.
Yeah.
The background is 2 tongues.
Oh no!
And they're going like this. And the better you do at the mini game, the closer they get. And then when you get really close, they're all doing this.
Ah.
And the way you do it is you're this ball.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you're just some ball. And you use the analog nub to go and collect hearts that shoot up all around of you. But there's also other things which take away hearts.
Yeah.
So as you get more hearts, the tongues get closer and start doing
Ugh.
gymnastics. It's really creepy.
Like I feel like I'd like play that and then go take a shower.
Yeah, I felt really dirty. But get this. Do you know how you practice the mini game?
In front of a mirror?
No, even worse. Because here's the thing: in your room, you can go to the computer to do stuff. You can go to the your little boombox to do the rhythm mini game to learn how to dance. You go to your pillow on your bed. Oh my god! Are you serious? Go to your pillow to practice kissing.
It's like a loneliness simulator.
Duh, I felt so.
Is there like a mini game where you like cut your wrists?
Where you go get a chair and you make a little hangman. It's just like, nobody loves me.
It's like as you like you play some mini game to like write a really good suicide note. Dear mommy.
Oh god. So
no girls would ever kiss me.
But that's the thing. So what I ended up doing was, okay, so the game mechanics are really weird. You go to school.
Yeah.
So you start off and it's Monday morning and you have 15 minutes before you have to go to school. So you can go to your computer, you can go there's like buying clothes, you get to dress yourself up and you have to dress yourself up and do random stuff. You can get jobs, which I'll explain later. But then you go to school. You have maybe 30 seconds to get to class. In between that 30 seconds, you have to talk to as many girls as you can to go through, conversation trees to get their phone number.
Yeah.
And then you go to class, and the class just shows you a little animation. You get these skill ups in French, PE.
Do you get to play anything?
No, you just go there and
it just randomly gives you power ups and shit.
No, you have to go to the class. So you
I
pick
gotcha.
4 doors,
Okay,
right?
I gotcha.
And all this stuff and the skills. And then once you've done with that, it goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday, you go to the job that you picked, and you get money or you get skill bonuses, and then it turns into Saturday. Saturday, you're in your room, and you can call people up and go on dates.
Yeah.
Or you can buy clothes, and then that's it. And you can study.
Yeah.
And then it starts on Monday again. That's over and over again.
All right. So
that's the game.
I don't want to play. I don't want to talk about this
and you
game
can practice
anymore.
Kissing?
I don't want to talk about this game anymore.
Dancing?
No.
So what I ended up doing was trying to make all of the women my relationship go as low as possible.
You griefed the game.
Yes.
You griefed your own game.
I wanted to be the most hated individial
wow.
at Brooktown High. And it was
nice.
that was actually kind of fun because the reactions to when you say, shut up, bitch, or whatever, right? They're like, I don't like you anymore. You know what I mean?
They're like, what do you like to eat? You're like, well, my sandwich ain't going to make itself. Fuck back in the kitchen, woman.
Exactly.
All right.
So that was a lot of fun griefing the game for about 20 minutes.
So thumbs down.
Big thumbs down.
Yeah.
Dating sims are a Japanese thing.
And it's a sad Japanese thing.
It's a sad Japanese thing, and don't do it here, please.
Hey, speaking of sad, didn't you play Etrian Odyssey?
Yes, I did.
Was it a big bowl of donkey poo?
Well, dude, so that one guy, what's his name?
Tori.
Tori. He wrote this huge essay on why you were wrong.
Yeah.
Why Etrian Odyssey was the
very
best game.
Very well reasoned.
It was great.
I know.
He was saying, like, you need to build...
He made me question myself.
That's what I'm saying.
Briefly.
But yeah, not enough to go play the game. He's all like, okay, go and make the perfect party.
Yeah.
Whatever, a bunch of alchemists do this,
Did you follow his directions?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Nice.
The only thing I did different, I didn't make an alchemist, and I did, like, another bard or something, a troubadour, right? And I was playing the game, and I was getting really into it, dude. I'm like, fucking Tobin, he doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love this game. This game's fun. I'm wandering around, I'm doing random battles. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll do some random battles. And I'm mapping the little dungeons, and like putting things. I'm like, this is actually kind of fun because it plays into my OCD nature.
Yeah.
That part of it. I actually like the mapping part. All right?
We didn't make a Nintendo DS game where it's just like
Cartography, DS.
where it's just like trace the circle and users like yes, I'm gonna get 100% tracing the circle, fill in the lines.
Well, something about like filling in like darkness, because it's like Civilization.
Like Rain Man, dude. You're gonna be like, pick up the toothpicks.
See, that wouldn't be any fun. But exploring, it's
Yeah, I
exploring.
gotcha.
It's exploring. But
Drawing.
I did it, and I did the whole basement level, and I'm like, it's pretty fun. Let me go to the second level.
Yeah.
And then I found out that you have to go back through the first level.
To get to the second level?
Yeah, to get back to town, and I have to do that constantly.
Weird.
How far? You didn't even give us the
Fuck
first
that!
level.
No, this game made me so angry. I didn't get that far. I've told you guys why I hate this game.
But that's the thing. I had to go through the level again and
Yeah.
do random battles to get to the second level.
So I'm
and then I would
saying-
explore the second level.
Yeah.
And then and basically anytime somebody died, my party would be so fucking weak
Yeah.
that I have to go back.
Yeah.
And on the way back, I'd fight 8 more random battles.
And if you die, that's it.
Yeah, and you have to go out to your save point.
Yes.
So you lose all of the other battles that
Everything.
you do. And
So you
I'm
could
like,
go and play in a dungeon for 2 hours, try to make your way back, and you keep hitting these random battles you
Yes.
can't get away from. They kill your party. You've lost 2 hours of time.
Exactly. And I
Fuck
hate
that.
that. I
Bad
hate
mechanics.
that. But they do, they have drops in the game where you
Yeah.
pick up something and you can use it to get all the way back. But they're rare.
Yeah.
And they cost a lot of money. And the whole design of the game is such that they keep you poor.
Yeah.
Everything is really expensive, and you know what I noticed? As you stay in the inn, every night time you stay, the price goes up.
So if you're really bad at that game, they actually make it harder to play.
Seems like to me. And every time you die, the revive cost, that price goes up.
So eventually you could get to the point where you can't play. Where you're like,
Probably.
your guys are dead, you can't afford to revive them, you can't go out and get more money because you're going to get killed.
Oh yeah, you have to go back to your save point where none of you guys are dead and try to And here's the thing, the point where I stopped? I went to the second level and they have these things called foes. Mm-hmm. These basically badass boss monsters, and you can see them on the map.
Oh.
So they're actually these little balls that you can see back and forth, and you can avoid them.
Oh. Maybe they should have done that with all the fucking enemies.
That's what I'm saying.
They're obviously aware that you can do that.
Well, that's the thing. So you do that, and I fought him, and he kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Every single time he attacked, he killed one of my party members. And every time I attacked, I knocked 5% off of health.
What the hell?
So I'm like, okay, obviously I need to grind.
Yeah.
And how do I grind? I walk around in a circle, fighting random battles. I'm like, fuck
Game is
this
basically
game.
hell. That is ignoring every innovation in the last 20 years of gaming.
You know the thing though? If I was 12, I would actually love this game.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true. We're not 12. I mean, I couldn't go back and play Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy 1 or any of these
I
games.
played Dragon Quest 8 recently.
Oh, but Dragon Quest 8 is good.
Okay, so it's not so bad then.
Better.
Better.
It's better. It's
All
not awesome. But yeah, it's just we've evolved past this, and if you have the patience of a child, a lot of these things. I mean, people love fucking Rogue Galaxy.
Yeah, it's
It was
true.
terrible.
People love this game.
Yeah.
I mean, most people, if you look online, all the reviews and all that, they
Very
are
positive.
falling in love with this game. Everybody in Japan loves this game.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just can't do the random battles anymore. I
No.
can't do the grinding. I can do grinding in MMO because it's different.
Yeah.
The battles are more fun.
MMOs don't have random battles.
They don't.
You get to pick your battles.
I get to grind. I can
that
say,
makes the whole difference to me.
yeah, because I want to have the choice. I want
Because
to
you can grind against enemies you can beat.
Yes.
That's the thing.
And you can learn.
go. Yeah, you learn. You go around. You're like, wow, that guy's green. I can beat him. Whatever.
Yes.
And, it's
And I
just
can
like-
learn the map too. The other thing about this game is that there's no particular area of the map that more monsters come or anything like that. You walk until this little glowy thing on the right turns from green to red.
Yeah.
When it turns red, you're gonna have a random battle.
Yeah. No matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's the thing. Somebody in the forums was like, they're not random battles. You know when you're gonna have a battle. I'm like, yeah, but you can't stop it. That's random.
if there was something I
If
could
I'm just
do,
sitting here during the podcast, I'm like, did I use it? I'm gonna punch you. You're like, well, it's not random because I told you I was gonna punch you.
it's like I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you pretty
I
soon.
know. I'm getting ready. I'm totally. Like 10 seconds from now, I'm gonna punch you. Fuck this game.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, man. I really wanted to like it because everything else about the game was actually pretty good. I actually kind of liked it, but the random battles and the grinding and the just the ugh.
All the game.
Yeah,
all the game mechanics.
except for the all the
Whatever.
game. Sorry, dude.
I double my
Yes, I agree with
Thumbs
Tobin.
down.
Tobin was right.
word. Game
Sorry, man.
sucks ass.
I wanted to like it.
Wasn't there some other game that was really crappy a while back that I kept wanting you to play because it was so painful?
Oh man, what was
I think
that?
it was a while ago. I think it was a
Yeah,
long
we
time
should
ago. I don't
figure
remember what it was. Just like I always I know it because I remember I was like yelling about how I took one for the team, and you're just like, I don't want to play that. It sounds terrible. It's like, no, you gotta play now.
Well, if I'm gonna play whatever that game is, you need to play Brooktown High.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
you
we're
guys,
done.
right? Okay, we're not gonna. I took one for the team.
Wait,
for
how
you
about
guys.
we bet 50 cents, and then you have to show up in a dress?
Yeah, whatever.
That doesn't work.
No.
All right, so that is the
You're
games
worth
we've been playing.
$100 apparently.
That's right. That's right, Sagas.
All right, new releases, dude.
New releases.
What do
So
we
we got
got
on the 360 Call of Juarez.
Yes.
Juarez. So that is a first-person shooter on the 360.
You know, it kind of feels like it's on rails. It's weird.
From the trailers, it's hard to tell. It does seem like it might be on rails.
Because the thing that I noticed was weird is that you have two guns and then there's two crosshairs. So I'm guessing you're using both analogs.
I think that might be just in a special mode. Like, I think you can go into, like, bullet time, and then
yeah.
you freeze in place, and
Yeah,
you're like, psh.
maybe.
Because it's kind of interesting. The targets are moving around, like, people are moving both of them, so they're just kind of like, psh, psh, psh,
Oh, maybe
you're
it's like
double gun.
cooperative?
Fucking John Woo.
No, maybe it's cooperative and each person gets to use one of the things. I don't know, man.
So it looks kind of pretty. There's a couple different modes. Like, you can actually, there's this one thing where it's like you can be the hunter or the hunted, but all the stuff in the trailer is just you shooting the shit out of people.
Maybe there's a multiplayer component to it.
Maybe.
Probably. But it's kind of Western. You don't see very many of them. The last Western that what you played, rather, was Gun.
Gun
right?
was turd. Gun was awful.
So I'm not looking very forward to most Westerns.
There's this one shot. It looks really gory, man. There's this one shot that was hilarious where it's just like there's this Indian just like looking like this, and all of a sudden just like boop 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 crosshair, but it's not a gun. He shot an arrow, and it was like funk, whoosh, blood flew everywhere, and the guy fell down. I was like, oh my god, that was gory.
You know how to sell games to Tobin? That's
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah, slow motion, fucking arrow to the forehead.
Yeah. So I guess we haven't played a 360 game since Uncharted 2.
No. I played.
I mean, like a big one, like.
No, I played Spider-Man.
Yeah, you played Pirates.
Played Pirates. But I mean,
these
are all just
throwaway
kind
trash
of,
games. This
yeah.
could be a trash game. I don't know. I'm not super excited about it, but if I see it in Blockbuster,
I'll
I guess
try it in
get
Blockbuster. But yeah, so that, I mean, it looks kind of interesting.
Yeah.
All right,
We'll
moving on.
give it a look-see. So the next game I am so excited about. You want to know why? Because it's a puzzle game.
Puzzle game.
And apparently it has this huge legacy of being like one of the best puzzle games in the world, because this whole concept of the game itself started from a game a while back, but they've been theming it.
Yeah.
So they had Pokemon Puzzle League. So it's Planet Puzzle League is the name of the game. They had Pokemon Puzzle League before that. They had another one. They had
Is
another
it always
one,
the
they had
same
another one.
game?
Yeah, it's the same mechanics. They haven't changed
Okay.
the mechanics very much at all, apparently.
So people get really good at it.
Oh yeah, and like the people here at work, they love it. So they
Nice.
played the Pokemon Puzzle League on N64, and they just rave about it. So I've never played it myself, but I was seeing the videos, and it looks good.
That's the thing, is I was kind of talking trash. I'm like, yeah, puzzle game, who cares? But I was watching the videos, and it looks like
What?
Ultra Turbo Bejeweled.
Yeah.
Like, but it's not really Bejeweled, because the thing is, you can actually move them. Like, it's not like in Bejeweled you can just swap two, whatever. But in
And then
this
you
you
make
can
three, they
actually
go away, yeah.
drag them around and drop them.
You can go up and down, and
and
there's
things don't
little
happen
levels.
automatically.
Yeah, there's
like
a
so
timing.
you drag something over and it hovers for a second and then falls. But
You could chain.
while you're doing that, you can be doing other stuff. So you can
Exactly.
actually be just kind of like move a bunch of stuff around. Then all of a sudden the gravity comes in and they all fall, and they just like this
So
huge
it's kind of
chain.
like this interesting timing mechanisms that they have to this, and from what everybody's
It's like
saying is,
Bejeweled Tetris.
well, here's the thing: all the other games they use the controller, so you actually moved around the cursor, hit a button, and then win it.
That sounds awful.
But dude, on the DS,
You
you're
can
just
just
clicking
touch.
and dragging,
Yeah.
and apparently it looks really hot. I'm
Yeah.
really super excited about this, and the best thing about this game.
Online
Wi-Fi!
multiplayer. That's what we call for in every game. So we're able
I
to.
love it,
It's
man.
probably going to either be 4 or 8 players, maybe.
I think 4 probably.
So we will get some NoobTube action going on.
Exchange
hop on the
friend
forums,
codes.
Exchange friend codes. Hop on the forums, and we'll try and get some Puzzle
yeah,
Planet.
it just came out, so we'll grab it today.
Yeah, we'll go check it out.
Hell yeah. I'm super excited about it. We'll get a full review next week. I can't say enough good things about it, but go get it. Go check it out.
Yep.
Let us know.
Next, Tomb Raider Anniversary.
So what's this all about?
It appears to
Anniversary.
be they took the Tomb Raider Legend engine from the
which is
new-
a great engine.
Great engine.
Great engine.
And they redid the first Tomb Raider game, apparently.
Ooh. Well, I heard they took they inspired by.
Re-envisioned the first.
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of tigers going around, some wolves.
So, I mean, I guess it's just basically.
balls,
I mean,
big boobs.
yeah. But so, I guess it's basically just another Tomb Raider Legend. You know, I mean, you might as well just call it the sequel to Tomb Raider
Tomb
Legend,
Legend
right?
2, pretty much, yeah.
Which Tomb Raider Legend was cool, except I think we reviewed it on NoobTube like
Yeah.
a year ago.
Yeah, you didn't like the
boss
combat,
battles.
right? The
So
boss battles.
even the combat itself wasn't too bad. The boss battles I got against this.
Was it just too hard?
It was
What
just
the-
stupid. Like there was, I mean, for one, like you're trying to control it.
Yeah.
Like I mean, maybe if it was a FPS on a PC, I would have liked it a little bit better. But there was this god awful combat where there was this big serpent boss thing that was shooting all over the place, and it was very difficult to dodge. But you had to ring a bell, and they would get a little bit dizzy, and then. No, you have to get it over by a bell and ring a bell and then knock the bell on its head and then shoot it, and like it will only ring for like half a second before it would come after you again. The point is, I tried it like 20 times.
And
I
you're
got
like,
really
screw
angry.
this
I'm
game.
like, this game's over.
Man, how far into the game is that?
Very far.
Really? Okay. 'Cause
Like I did a whole bunch of stuff
I stopped pretty much after the first motorcycle level, I think.
when you're on like
First or
the
second?
trains and or like you're
Yeah,
through
well,
the
there's
desert.
a dirt desert,
Yeah.
in the canyon, and then
So I
there was
loved
like,
it.
yeah,
I
it was pretty
loved it.
fun. It was pretty fun, but I couldn't get into it much after, I think.
But maybe this one. I mean, like I love the engine. I like the mechanics. The controls are really nice. So maybe this will
it's
be.
only on PS2 for the console world,
Oh,
but it's on PC. So I think I'll probably play the PC version.
oh.
It's not on 360.
Wait, so it's not. Wait, so it's not. Was
Yeah.
Legend the 360 one?
Yes,
So it's not the Legend engine.
it is the Legend engine, but for PS2.
What?
I mean, you can make engines.
Wouldn't it be
cross-platform.
free to also release it on the 360 then? Like you've already done the work. And
If
the
you can make it
engines
on PC, you should be able to make it on the 360
Yeah.
very easily. So I don't know what the
Well,
deal is.
so
Why not?
All right. Well, maybe I'll try it on PC.
Yeah, I think I'll do the PC version because the PS2.
Is it games for Windows?
Yes.
So I can get achievements?
I don't know. They've been
If there's
really
achievements,
They've been really hit or miss on the achievements for Games for Windows games
Yeah.
right now. So far, the only ones that I know of are Halo 2 and Shadowrun.
okay.
So and Uno. Geometry
Shadowrun, we
Wars.
gotta try that.
Yeah, that's right. We'll talk about it next week actually. So we just got our copies. Oh yeah. So that is it. I think it's a definite play because I think it's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention about it is actually going to be on GameStop and GameFly,
GameFly.
and
Game
Steam.
Tap.
GameTap. GameTap
And Steam.
and Steam. So if you have a GameTap subscription,
You get it for free.
for free. Oh, and hey, the other thing is you can play Tomb Raider. God, I can't speak today. I think it's fucking the
Have
wine.
another.
I will. I probably said dude 50 times.
I think we just
said
said achievements. God damn it.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. You can play Tomb Raider Legend on GameTap for free.
Nice.
You just sign up for an account.
That's pretty cool. So I mean, like
Legend.
that's cool. That's really cool. I mean, like I played game. You know, I got Game Tap for Sam Max.
Yes.
Canceled it because Sam Max sucked.
It's too bad.
But then, you know, for things like this, it sounds like GameTap has really got some momentum, and they're starting to get some AAA shit
Dude,
that's not old.
Dude,
It's new.
And it's all ad. They're doing ad supported. They're
Yeah.
like, I'm really, I think they're going to be.
Wait,
the,
ad support? What?
So that's what I mean. Tomb Raider Legends is ad supported. You play.
So you don't
I
have to
think
pay for a subscription?
That's what I'm saying. It's free.
Oh,
It
did not
is
understand
free.
that. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So you can play 31 games on GameTap for free.
That's hot.
The big one, obviously, is Tomb Raider
What,
Legends.
do they stop you in the middle of the game and have an
No,
ad? Or is it
I
like
think,
around
I think
it,
you get
like
a player.
banners?
You get
okay.
you get the GameTap
Gotcha,
player and you
gotcha.
get little ads on the side.
Gotcha.
But whatever, dude.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine by me.
Yeah, get some paper and just cover
Yeah.
it up or something. But yeah, so they're doing that, and it's on Steam, so whatever. They're not doing anything, but I think GameTap is being really
Very cool.
Cool.
Yeah, go check that out. Go download it off GameTap if you haven't played Tomb Raider Legend.
Oh yeah, and if you don't
And
want
if
to
you beat that boss and it's really easy and call me a bitch, that's fine.
yeah,
Bitch, damn it.
dude.
Ah, you're such a whore.
Oh, I'm gonna have to sober up after this. All right. The next game is yet another puzzle game.
Puzzlescape, huh?
Puzzlescape. It's on the PSP.
Is that the sequel to Puzzle These Nuts?
Puzzle scrape these nuts. Puzzlescape. So Puzzlescape is
Is that like your psycho Nazis?
my psychonauts. I think because I drank a lot before we started
yeah, we're
recording.
getting a little punch drunk.
I'm a little,
Yeah.
whacked out.
All right,
so this is
Puzzlescape, what's that?
Puzzlescape. It's a PSP game. It is very similar to, I think, Planet Puzzle League. A little bit. I mean,
Okay.
so it's very luminescey.
Yeah.
You kind of have luminous, you have blocks. So they don't come up from the top, that I can tell. You're just kind of rotating blocks around and then making matches and things like that. And
I was
people say
watching
it's
the
pretty
video
good.
that you were playing before. It's like they had all this high-res video in the background and the game in the foreground looked really cheap.
Did, yeah. It's because I think the color scheme was really off or something, because they made it look a little ugly.
Yeah.
But I've been reading a lot of the advanced reviews, and they're saying it's pretty much a Luminous clone-y type thing, but it's just as good.
Cool.
So I love Luminous, so I'm going to give it a try, and it's on the PSP, so I
And I won't try it because it's on the PSP.
And it's a puzzle game.
And nobody's got one.
Yeah. So I'll look forward, and you can hear about it next week.
Yep, and then the last thing is the Nintendo DS browser's coming out, and I could give a shit.
I could absolutely give a crap. My
So-
cell phone is a perfectly fine browser.
Yes, you hop on Wi-Fi, and you can browse the web, and probably has a little pop-up
Maybe
keyboard.
if you're a kid, I mean, like, if you're a kid and all you have is a DS, then why not?
Yeah. I mean,
And you're at a
I
Wi-Fi
do
open Wi-Fi
find
spot.
the idea of putting like Goatsy on a DS kind of funny. So what's the deal with
We
that?
should
You
do
got to
that.
pay for this browser? Or
Yeah.
is it free?
No, you buy it. So it's a disc.
It's a cartridge?
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm just saying, it's something
it's
where
like
if I was a
$10?
kid, I'm sure it's like 20 to 30. Probably.
Fuck you.
Hey, but you imagine
Browsers are free.
But if I was a kid and
Yeah.
all I had was a DS, I would be pretty excited about this.
What kind of kid has a DS and doesn't have any access to a computer?
Probably a lot of kids, actually. Not any access, but like, constant access.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I mean, if they had made like a MySpace for the DS.
That's true. The
interface?
social networking stuff. If it can do like streaming video, if it can play like
it can
Shockwave,
do-
if it can do YouTube, done. Kids will just watch
Actually,
YouTube
yeah,
on it.
That would be tough.
That would-
You don't see Flash video players on anything yet.
Yeah.
Mobile.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
But I'm saying if it could do that, that'd be like kids.
Yeah,
would
totally.
Just, that'd
And
be
if it could do porn, that would even be better.
done.
Done and done.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a picture of me holding up like Tub Girl or Lemon Party on my DS.
That would be pretty.
So that
cool.
is the games for next week,
Holy
and
crap.
the browser that nobody gives a shit
There's
about.
a whole
so-
lot of crap, huh?
Yeah, not.
are we gonna
not
do?
much. I mean, we're gonna play some Forza.
Oh yeah, we got
We're gonna
Forza.
play some Shadowrun.
We got Shadowrun. Planet Puzzle League. I'm excited about.
Tomb Raider.
Okay, so we got some
Maybe.
games.
So we got some
We got
stuff.
some games.
Oh
my God, the laptop is still going.
Nice. All right, so
Audio is going to be good so far.
You just jinxed it. You know it's just going
Shut
to
up!
shit all over
Shut
you
up!
now. All right.
All right.
So
Let's start out with
Site news.
So we've been having some good video responses lately to
Yeah.
our episodes on YouTube.
So on YouTube, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you make videos, you can actually link them as a response.
Exactly.
So then it comes to me for approval, so I don't get like some dipshit being like, "Bye, whatever."
I
like,
love
just-
NoobTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I'd probably actually put that one
that
on,
would
but
be up there.
but yeah, so people have been recording video responses to our episodes,
Yeah,
and we've been
and-
linking them in on YouTube. And you can go to our episodes on YouTube right now if you're
Oh, yeah.
watching on YouTube, and there's links.
There's quite a few. We got like 4, I think,
Yeah.
on our episode 45. So the one that we're really happy with, we got a couple of really cool ones we want to call out.
Yeah.
So Key Ran Solo took our last episode where it was just like, we were all happy because we were starting the thing, and he says, Yuzo and Tobin happy,
Yeah.
And then they took a little shot of us when we realized
When we
the
realized.
audio went out. I was like,
It's awesome because you know it's
Fuck.
like slow motion. You just like see user's mouth like, oh, fuck.
whoa.
Yeah, so
it's awesome.
We like that. I mean, fan art is really cool. If you go through and remix our videos, do some funny shit.
Hell yeah.
I mean, even if you go in and put video effects, make fun of us. I mean, we're
Oh, yeah,
totally
whatever.
game for that stuff. We think that's hilarious. Mm-hmm. So put Yuzo in a girl's dress.
No.
Playing
Put some
PSP dating
Put
games.
some lipstick on Tobin and some mustache action. Put a dress on Tobin. There you go.
Nah.
Right there and there. No, we have some previous people that just did video reviews of video games and then add it.
Yeah.
Saying like, we reviewed
Sonic
Super Paper
Dude.
Mario. Sonic Dude went and did his own review of Super Paper Mario.
And we linked it right on there. Like, we're totally cool with that. We love it. So if people do reviews of games, I mean, anybody that's part of the NoobTube community,
Hell yeah.
one of the members of the NoobTube army, if you got some cool video related to either our episode or the games we reviewed in the episode,
Hell
people
yeah.
have sent me a couple of videos that weren't really related, and I didn't include them. But,
Yeah, whatever.
make it relevant.
Yeah, relevant to the episode, relevant to the NoobTube, whatever.
And,
so what was the other guy?
Sonic Suns.
Yeah.
He gave us a cool little review.
Pretty damn good
feedback.
review,
Yeah.
yeah. So we really appreciate the work. He goes around and apparently reviews YouTube subscriptions.
Yeah, he kind of gives like a feedback on the subscriptions that he likes,
Yeah.
and he gave us a video review.
Yeah, and he
That was
pretty
very
much
cool.
described exactly what we're trying to do.
Yep. He was just like the other gaming podcasts. They just talk a bunch of boring crap about themselves, self-indulgent,
That's
boring
right.
assholes, and and we
Yeah.
are
Yeah, we are
better.
the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Right, whatever. We're also idiots, but hopefully somewhat more entertaining than the rest of the idiots out there.
Hopefully, a little bit. So
Yeah.
then now voicemails, but yeah, thanks for the video responses.
Yeah,
We really
awesome, and
appreciate it.
keep it up. Make sure you guys. Oh, another thing we want to mention too, real quick, is just rate our videos. Did we get number 1 the other time with our episode
For
or
the
2?
day.
For the day,
I
yeah.
feel like we got number 1.
That's so awesome. You
Yeah.
guys all rule when you go and click. If you guys watching on YouTube right now,
On YouTube,
there's a little
yeah.
rating. If you click 5 stars and give us ratings, we like appear on the top rated. And
Yeah.
you guys have been doing awesome,
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
dude.
For we think that he's saying Sam Squanch. Sam Squatch.
Sasquatch.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
What do you got?
Hey guys, this is Sam Squinch from Canada. My question for you guys is basically, I recall in episode 34, Yuzo mentioned, you heard that Chris Taylor was speaking about implementing, or he has already implemented 9 to 5 hours for his developing. I was just wondering if you guys had any further thoughts of that in the field. I don't personally work in the game development, but I do have a friend that does. He often goes into work at about 9 or 10 in the morning. Doesn't usually get out until like 8, 9, or 10 at night. I do agree with the work smarter than harder sort of idea. Other types of business have tried to put this in as well. So, yeah, that's my question. What do you guys think about it? Have there been other developers working on that kind of deal? And you know how developers in North America and in Japan differ? So that's that. YouTube is great, and YouTube rules. Ow!
There's a little bit of Canadian accent on that.
A little bit.
YouTube rules.
I actually don't know all that much about the development environment at Gameplace. I know that it's grueling.
It's almost pretty much everywhere you look, everybody's in crunch mode all the time. You're going to be working 10 to 12-hour days, working on the weekends.
Everybody's working for the week. All right.
9 to 5. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the thing. And the thing about Chris Taylor and what he's doing with gas-powered games, I think, is he is actually doing the whole 9 to 5 thing. And he's like a maverick. He's like really
he's like telling
special.
people to go home at 5 even if they're in like crunch mode. Really?
Well,
like,
no,
that would require a lot of discipline.
No, he said like most of the development, of the month before release, sure, there's going to be a little bit of extra.
Yeah.
But a lot of game companies, they don't do that. What they do is they set unrealistic milestones. They miss the milestones, and everybody has to do crunch mode. So you're crunch mode all the time.
I know people at some companies that I won't mention the names of, named after fruit, that they
Cherry Computer.
People are there's companies out there where people are always in crunch mode, where it's just like they're like, you're gonna have to come in this weekend. Why? Well, we need you to do some work. It's not like we're launching next month. Whatever.
It's like, you're gonna have to come in on Saturday. Yeah. But no, I totally understand. I mean, that's kind of the thing. And the thing is, a lot of the people put up with it because you know why? Because people want to work in the game industry. They see it as this huge, glamorous thing. They get to work on stuff they love, but they get treated like crap because guess what? If you leave, there's 20,000 other people that want your job.
It's kind of, I mean, like, you just got to decide if it's worth the sacrifice. Like, if I was in a place like that, I would fight it for a while, and then I'd probably end up quitting.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that I just absolutely love. But I mean, even still, it's just like you can't be treated like that. Like, dude, you're more creative when you're given more leeway, I believe.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. But like when I was a kid, all the way up until maybe a couple years after I got out of college, my number one dream was to work in the game industry.
Yeah.
I did everything I could. I made my own games. I put my resume everywhere. I did everything I could to try to get in the games industry.
Yeah.
And then I started reading about the games industry and what people do. And I found out like I would have to take maybe a 30 to 50% pay cut.
No kidding.
Yes, they pay people that work in games garbage compared to other industries.
Yeah.
And then the work hours are worse. I mean, like, you'd be doing cool stuff, but you're going to be treated like crap. And I mean, if I'm going to do it, I have to be independently wealthy, and I just want to do it on my own.
Yeah. Or a place that does the 9 to 5 stuff. I mean, like, we would actually look for places that have a really good work ethic because there's times that, you're in a crunch, you love what you're doing, you really care about what you're doing, you'll stay late, but it's because you wanted to.
Yeah.
And you don't ever want to be told, like, I'm going to need you to stay here late tonight, because a good engineer is told, I need you to finish this. Do it at your own pace. If it takes you 5 hours a day, so be it.
Sure.
Because they've given you a task, and it's up to you to decide how to approach it.
But sometimes they'll say, okay, hey, look, we need this particular feature by this particular time.
Yeah, they give you a date.
And they'll say, like, do you think you can do it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean,
that's
in the
your job to
normal
say yes or
development
no.
environment, you say, well, let me spend some time thinking about it. And you do it right. So they don't expect that in the game world because they just they can kind of get away with it. I think that's the problem.
That's the thing. Is it's just you can ride people because people dream about being in games.
But I still dream about it. I still want to make games.
I do too.
One of these days.
I do too.
But I don't want to get into the industry because it sucks.
Yeah. Well, we'll get rich someday and start our own company.
Yes, we will.
Noob
New games.
YouTube Studios.
Yes. That would be awesome.
All right, Sonic Dude. Maybe.
What's going on, NoobTube? This is Sonic Dude from the forum. I know most, if not all, movie or TV show franchises suck. I don't know if either of you saw Jackass 2 a while back. I did, and it was awesome. But now there's going to be a Jackass game for the PS2, PSP, and DS. I think you guys had made a point a while ago when you were talking about Jeff Jam Icon that people will buy a game for the culture. Because I'm definitely going to try this out when it comes out. Are you guys going to try it when it gets released? That's it. Yo!
Yow, indeed. What kind of culture do you think Jackass is?
Bunch of jackasses.
Bunch of dorks. What is
No,
it?
I mean,
like,
I didn't see the second movie. I loved the first movie. I thought it was hilarious. Like, you know, that I'm just trying to imagine what the game mechanics would be in a Jackass game. It's just like, you know, go hit your balls with a dog bone.
Yeah, staple your back.
And it's just like there's like a little pain meter.
I don't know. I mean, the game mechanics. What are you going to do besides causing pain to yourself? That would be.
But
really...
I can see his point, which is that if you really think something's funny, like last week, I gave a lot more credence to Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's true.
Because I love pirates and I like the movies. Same with Jackass. If you guys really like the Jackass movies, you're probably going to enjoy the game more than someone who just thinks the Jackass movies are stupid, right?
Yeah, and if you love rappers and you love the whole hip hop culture, then maybe you will enjoy Def Jam Icon.
No,
I'm just saying.
Maybe.
Here's the thing: you can't go to somebody and say, "No, you really aren't enjoying that game."
Yeah,
right? You can't say that. They enjoy it or they don't. So
I can say you're an ass.
You can say you have really bad taste. Yes. You can say a lot of things, but you can't tell them they're not enjoying
the game. I'm happy.
Yeah,
I love it. I mean, like I'm not. We'll kind of talk some smack here, but I am not one to diss. Like if people like a game, that's awesome because games are there to be.
Well, we can call you stupid, but that's our prerogative.
Yeah,
right. I mean, like all those Pokemon players out there.
Yeah,
I mean, right.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
But I'm glad that you enjoy the game.
we can't say that you really don't enjoy the game
exactly
in your heart because you're enjoying it. So, I mean, if you're going to play a game for the culture, then pick a culture that you like and then play it, and then you got your money's worth. I mean, what can you say?
I think we have 3 minutes left.
Okay, we will go quickly through the other ones.
Real quick, let's play Steam Gears 1 and give a real quick comment.
And this is Steam Gear on the forums in IRC, and I was wondering about your opinion about free and pay-to-play MMOs. Personally, I think they're evolving to like a huge gaming community and bringing new elements to the gaming market, such as like wide community play.
Let me skip to that.
The gaming is like a lot of money, millions, even billions, almost. Also, I was wondering what you guys thought about cross-platforming MMOs such as like Phantasy Star Online and Counter-Strike for PC and Xbox. All right, later, YouTube, and good job on the podcast. Love it.
Thank you.
See ya. Oh yeah, and if I like donated a PS3. Would you actually accept it?
Yeah. What? Hell yeah!
Fuck yeah! You just promised to send us one.
I think you did.
I'm going to go to your house and take one.
So yeah, you need to now deliver it to NoobTube Enterprises.
Yes.
We'll give you the address later.
Yes. So yes, we will definitely play a PS3 if you give us one.
Yes. MMOs making lots of money playing and cross-platform good.
Yes. Sorry we don't have time to comment on this week.
All right,
we are really running out of time.
Listener homework, real quick. What is it?
So listener homework is the length of game experience as a factor. Oh, do you like long games?
Yeah. Like a long game, does it make it worth it as far as how much you paid for it?
Yeah.
Retro Gaming Club this week is Mercenaries.
Hop on the forums, discuss it, play it, enjoy it.
Play on the Xbox, the PC, and a couple other platforms.
And if you want to plan ahead, Jet Set Radio Future is going to be the next one, so if you want to go get it.
2 more weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
Okay, I think that might be it. All right, that's just this. Are we done? Yes. All right, that's our show for the week. Please check out our website at noobtube.com and participate in our forum by the forum tab at the top of the page. Also call into our voicemail at 888-233-8480 and send audio feedback to feedback at noobtube.com. That's right, and be featured on the show.
Yep, and be sure to subscribe to our audio and video podcasts right off our front page. We got links everywhere. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a subscription button. Also rate this video 5 stars right. We have a MySpace profile of NoobTube. Add us as our friends. That is all for this episode. I am Tobin Kozai.
And I am Yuzo Watanabe. Audio engineering is done by Range. We couldn't think of anything. Strunk! All right, I think that's it for this episode. I am Yuzo Watanabe. See you later. Out! Bye. We got like 1 minute left. Dude.
Word. And we do the Yuzo.